I love Boy Meets World. I grew up watching this, and I love that the story continues in Girl Meets World. Welcome back to Smile with Erin D. I'm Erin D, and I'm excited for another Disney Rewind. This week, we're going to change it up from our original movie versus remake and dive into the TV. This week, we're going to talk about Boy Meets World and its reboot, Girl Meets World. Can't wait to compare them and talk about them. Let me know, were you a Boy Meets World fan? And did you go on to watch Girl Meets World? Or are you in the generation that started with Girl Meets World? And did you end up going back and watching Boy Meets World? Let me know in the comments below. Let's dive into the show's characters. Let's start at the beginning with Boy Meets World. I love Boy Meets World, and Corey Matthews, played by Ben Savage, as we watch his journey through adolescence with his best friend, Sean Hunter, portrayed by Ryder Strong. I mean, these two characters were amazing. Were the perfect dynamic growing up watching them, from their humor to their heartfelt moments. It only got better with the wisdom of Mr. Feeney. Now let's talk about the Girl Meets World. I love this show, and I love that we meet Corey and Topanga's daughter, Riley, played by Rowan Blanchard. We really get into her adolescence, and it's fun to compare the two from her father to her. And I love that she also has a best friend named Maya. Maya is definitely the Sean Hunter. I love that she has a Sean Hunter, one that's going to bring humor and a lot of heartfelt moments. These characters are, again, a fantastic team. Remember, we do have memberships, so if you are enjoying our videos and you want to get an early peek at them, consider the memberships. All that information is in our post page, and as always, you can join the membership right down below any of our videos. Now, in Boy Meets World, it really tackled real life situations. It brought humor and heart to all these situations, from loss to the growing up moments. It really brought us along for the journey. It wasn't just about growing up, it was about growing together, and the friends really did. I think that's why they had lifelong friendships. That's why in Girl Meets World, we get to see Uncle Sean. Now, in Girl Meets World, I love that they also face real life issues. But these real life issues are a little different than they were back in the Boy Meets World, as we are in the digital age. And they have to face a little bit different, as they have to face the internet in a whole different way than Boy Meets World ever could have even imagined. Did you like the change? Did you like the new challenges that the girls had to deal with? And do you think that the same charm was brought and wisdom from the adults as we had in the first series? I'm just curious of everyone's thoughts. Boy Meets World ran from 1993 to 2000. It was iconic, and it was a staple in the 90s television. I mean, if you went to school, you couldn't wait for TGIF Friday, and everybody was talking about it on Monday, so you did not want to miss it. And Boy Meets World, wow, was it something to talk about. Girl Meets World only lasted us a short while, as it went from 2014 to 2017. And yes, I was one that was definitely signing the paper to try and get this continued on. I was sad when Disney ended it. But was it time? I'm just curious what your thoughts were. Now, the messages and the positivity from Boy Meets World definitely continued on with Girl Meets World. But do you think it has the same nostalgia as Boy Meets World will? Boy Meets World, after all, is iconic. Do you think Girl Meets World, will we be looking back at it in 20 years thinking, wow, that was iconic? I'm just curious, what are your thoughts? Now, thank you all for joining me as we did a Disney Rewind into the television world. Let me know what your thoughts are and what shows should we continue the Disney Rewind with. I think it's really fun to go from the movies to TV because, well, we've had a lot of reboots. So it's really fun to compare and contract our reboots from the original. And I love this one because it really was seeing our characters really grow up and see the challenges of having a kid because, wow, I think Corey nailed it with being a great parent, and I think Topanga was still Topanga, but I love seeing them in a more mature atmosphere because, well, we are going to grow up sometime. I love that Boy Meets World is so iconic and has come out with so many podcasts about it, including one with some of our favorite people. love to talk about the podcast. Do you guys want to talk about the podcast? Let me know in the comments below.
And now we'll go over the pros and cons of each show quickly. For Boy Meets World, the pros are authentic character growth. Corey evolved naturally from awkward middle schooler to young adult, showcasing realistic development. Universal coming-of-age stories tackled relatable experiences like first love, friendship struggles, and family dynamics. And strong character development. The Corey-Sean friendship and Corey-Topanga romance felt authentic and complex. And lastly, cross-generational appeal resonated with both kids and adults, making it timeless. For the cons of Boy Meets World, character regression. Corey became increasingly self-centered and less relatable over time. Topanga's arc issues. Her character became reductive, focusing mainly on marriage and motherhood. And limited diversity. Predominantly white middle-class perspective with minimal representation. And lastly, idolized romance portrayed unrealistic expectations about early marriage and young love. And now on to Girl Meets World. The pros are strong friendships. Riley and Maya's bond emphasize loyalty and support over competition. Emotional complexity. Riley's optimistic yet realistic worldview added depth. Positive life lessons delivered meaningful messages about friendship, integrity, and personal growth. And lastly, the Boy Meets World integration successfully brought back beloved original characters while staying relevant. The cons of the show: predictable plot lines often felt like straightforward moral lessons and limited complexity. Naive optimism. Riley's worldview occasionally seemed unrealistic when facing darker realities. Simplistic structure. Episodes lacked the suspense and complexity of Boy Meets World. And lastly, limited depth character. Development felt less organic and more agenda-driven.
Thank you as always for joining me. And remember, like, subscribe, and share. And find a reason to smile today. Bye, everybody.